Iran's nuclear program has a long history, dating back to the 1950s, when Iran was run by a monarch known as the Shah, who was an ally of the U.S.
The U.S. practically gave birth to the Iranian nuclear program.
Sina Azodi, a professor of Middle East politics at the George Washington University, says the U.S. was mostly supportive of the Shah's attempts to expand its nuclear program through the 1970s. But that all changed as a result of the Iranian Revolution in 1979, when the Shah was overthrown. Azodi says Iran's new leaders were at first reluctant to develop the nuclear program.
It's what I call it the nuclear hibernation.
But these Iranian leaders began to see nuclear weapons as a possible deterrent after their long and deadly war with Iraq in the 1980s. By the late 90s, Iran approved the Ahmad Plan to develop an arsenal of nuclear weapons, all of this done in secret.
They were planning to manufacture 5 10-kiloton implosion devices.
But this secret plan wouldn't stay secret. In 2002, the international community learned of Iran's plans, as well as the existence of multiple enrichment facilities. The revelation sparked concern from the West and a decade of on and off negotiations. In 2012, there was a breakthrough when President Barack Obama authorized secret back-channel talks with the Iranians. By 2015, the U.S. and the other major powers reached an agreement. Iran committed to limit its enrichment of uranium, cut down on its stockpile, and allow for greater monitoring in exchange for sanctions relief.
Because America negotiated from a position of strength and principle, we have stopped the spread of nuclear weapons in this region.
But this agreement had its critics, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who delivered a controversial address to a joint session of Congress against the deal, arguing that Iran could not be trusted to follow the agreement and would use the financial windfall to fund its missile program and support terror groups. In 2018, President Donald Trump withdrew the U.S. from the agreement.
If I allowed this deal to stand, there would soon be a nuclear arms race in the Middle East.
Now, Iran did stay in the deal for a year after the U.S. pulled out, but in May 2019, it started to increase its enrichment program, drastically speeding up that enrichment in late 2020. This nuclear program at the center of this latest conflict between Israel and Iran. In Washington, I'm Koslof, Spectrum News.